Hey folks, today is September the 3rd. We're going to look at doing our Agimat EA week number 23 live testing update. If you guys will recall, last week we actually did 1.59%, which was very good. Week before that we did 1.47%. Week before that we had 2 weeks on the lower end. One was 0.63% and one was 0.76%. And again, before we even get started here, I want everybody to manage their expectations. Every week cannot be a 1.5% week, so it's definitely important to remember that. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. I have not checked to see what our results were for the week, so we can do that now together. As you guys can see here, overall we're now up 42.11% in my live account. All right, so this week we earned 0.99%. And as you can see, we do have a little bit of drawdown, not much, but we'll take a look at that after we jump into the VPS. And we are only, 3 days into the new month here. And as you can see, September, 0.79%. And looks like August closed at 4.72%, 4.72%, excuse me. Still a little bit above what I would expect on an average of 1% per week, which will be 4%. So we're definitely doing well overall here. All right, let's go ahead now and check out the news before we jump into the VPS here. Another thing I wanted to mention was just popped back into my head here. All right, I do have the website switched over. So if you go to EmpireAmbition.com, and this week I was able to go in and reattach all of these links to the new site here. So now if you go to any of my past reviews, it'll come up on the new site here. For example, we click on JOBB, it takes us to the JOBB review page. And similar with any of the other ones, I still have to come to the start here page. I don't have the overview video done just because I'm been super busy taking care of a family member here, but I do plan on getting that information up on the site as soon as I'm able to. But everything else should be good to go. All right, now let's go ahead, take a look at this week's news, and let's come back here, click apply. Let me make sure of something real quick. All right, so let's see what we got for the week here. No high impact news on Monday. Nothing really on Tuesday except for Australian GDP. All right, on Wednesday we had ADP non-farm employment change and ISM manufacturing PMI. Both of those can give us nice little spikes. On some occasions, pretty big spikes. Let's keep on going down the list here. This is non-farm payroll week. And as we can see here, Friday, 8:30 a.m., non-farm payroll. And this is a very volatile release, so I'm very happy to see that Agimat was able to manage things as well as it has been here. And we can just get back to this and pull this back up for when we come back to it. All right, since we've taken a look at that, let's go ahead now and jump into the VPS here. Give me 1 second. All right, guys, we can see here, Agimat EA, we got our smiley face on the GBP USD, got our smiley face on AUD USD, and NZD USD statement uploaded successfully. So everything is doing its job as it's supposed to. And if we pull this up, we'll see that we're currently at $2,919. With a drawdown going into the weekend of $205, which I'm perfectly fine with on a $2,900 account. As I've mentioned a few times before, once we hit that 3,000 mark, I am going to go ahead and throw some more funds into this account. Thinking about at least $2,000, throwing it in there and seeing what happens with it, and also adding the Euro USD pair, I believe, to our trading as well. Let's go ahead now and take a look and see exactly what's happened this week. 30th was the first day that we should have taken new trades here. Wow. So we did not have a lot of trades this week. As we can see, Agimat typically closes out trades in pairs, but right here we got one trade for $2.97, another trade for $2.96, another for $2.93, another for $3, and we have quite a few $3 trades here. And those $3 trades, those little small profits have definitely added up and gotten us up to our 1%. Well, I should say 0.99%, just below the 1% mark. So hopefully next week we can get even closer to that $3,000 mark, and we can see what happens with that extra money once we get it in there. All right. Ideally, I'd like to get this account to $10,000 and then just let it run maybe for a year and see if we can get to 100% return, and then pull out the original 10,000 and let the 10,000 in profit just run and do whatever it's going to do. All right, let's now jump back here, and we'll go ahead and take a look at last week's video. One thing I did want to mention is that my internet actually went out this week. And I've said it before, VPS is definitely something that comes in handy. So if you don't have one, highly recommend you guys checking or looking into those. And I do have it now listed right here on the website. If you scroll down, what VPS do you recommend? Information is right there if you want to use the one that I'm currently using. I also had a situation this week where my power went out. So just two situations that could have been unfortunate if I had everything running on my regular computer. Luckily, I didn't, and I switched over everything to the VPS, and my actual internet was out for 2 days. So that definitely would not have been good. All right, so let's see what happened this week. Where am I at here? Agimat pulled through. US account 2.79%, very nice. LQD FX account 0.49%. Note about the LQD FX account, this was my mistake. I must have accidentally turned off auto trading in my MT4 platform, but I turned it back on Wednesday night and still managed 0.5% gain. All in all, efficient and stable EA. Have a nice weekend all. Very nice. That was 6 days ago, so definitely, George, let me know how you did this week on under today's video. I now have 2 Agimats running on IC markets at different trade levels. One has done 1.69% this week. The other has done 0.55%. The one that's only done 0.55% has only been running from the 24th, though was nice to see how it dealt with the drawdown on my first account. I think this is one of the best EAs out there. Slow and steady wins the race. Exactly. Very nice. All right. Thank you for the video. How many pairs do you trade with, and which are those? Trade with 2 pairs. AUD USD and GBP USD. GBP USD. Those are the 2 pairs I trade with. All right. Let's see here. 2.53% profit this week. Drawdown from last week was cleared up. A lot of you guys that are just going through your first period of drawdown with Agimat, this will definitely prepare you for next time, because it does happen. There is no expert advisor that's going to give you just a straight line always going up. There's always going to be a little bit of drawdown. And Agimat has consistently, and not even from this period, I've been trading this one since March 29th. I've done 2 previous tests with Agimat, and it's basically been the same thing. We get in the drawdown, a little bit of drawdown, and then it clears it up. And we've been following this EA for about 3 years now, and it's done the same thing over and over again. So I'm perfectly fine adding more funds to this one, like I said, and I have confidence that it will continue to close out these little spats of drawdown as they come up here. All right, let's see here. Tickmill ECN Pro, account size 6K, first week profit of 0.39%, drawdown 0.40%. Very nice. Anything in the green is beautiful. All right. Let me see here. I think there was one other thing I wanted to mention. That's right here. I will go ahead and put that 25% off link in the pinned comment on today's video as well. So if you guys do want to get 25% off the EA, you guys can use the information that you see directly beneath this video. As always, if you guys have any questions, and if you want to, definitely make sure you come here, leave your profit or loss for the week. I want to know if you had a bad week. I want to know if you had a great week. I'd like to know. That way we can share it with the community and everybody can benefit from it. All right, guys, if you guys want to test out Agimat for yourself, make sure you guys use the link below to help support the channel. And if you have any questions on Agimat, just send them my way, and I will definitely try to get those answered for you. Take care, folks. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you next week on our next Agimat live weekly update review. Take care, folks.